Okay, I'm Lyndsay Gunther. The speech is about endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. My audience today is Zarifi, Connor, Brianna, Connor, Tommy, Saren, and Lily. And again, this is my speech about endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. So currently, there are 4 well-known chemicals flowing through your body right this very minute. These chemicals occur naturally and function in ways that we're familiar with, but sometimes have common misunderstandings. I'm here to discuss and clarify those misconceptions of the 4 happy chemicals that are better known and produced daily, known as endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin. We have heard of these chemicals in pop media, medical facilities, and maybe in our homes, but what are they really? As someone who experiences chemical imbalances and didn't know about it until I started doing research on them, discovering and understanding these chemicals helped me understand that I suffered an imbalance, and what I needed were medicinal chemicals to overwrite the imbalances. What I'm about to share for endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin will include discussing how they are made, their function, and what they do to you, and what it looks like when you have too much or too little of these chemicals. So for our first chemical, we'll be talking about endorphins. Endorphins are the body's natural pain relievers and mood boosters, and endorphins are produced in the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. They are released during any moment of stress, pain, or pleasurable activities like sex, exercise, or eating. These release blocks pain sensors and creates a sense of euphoria. Endorphins work when they bind in the opioid receptors in the nervous system, acting as natural pain relievers. Lack of endorphins lead to depression or anxiety and chronic pain, and lack of endorphins can be caused by chronic stress, depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and/or fibromyalgia. An excess in endorphins causes risk-taking behavior and swings in mood behavior, addiction, or desensitization to pain. Next, we have the chemical that most people misunderstand to be dopamine. Serotonin is our next happy chemical. Serotonin is a transmitter that regulates food, mood, appetite, and bowel movements. It helps you feel calm and regulated by traveling across the synapses in your brain. The majority, about 90 to 95% of serotonin is found in the body, dwells in the digestive tract. Serotonin has a connection between immune function and gut-brain communication. It influences the speed at which food moves through the digestive tract. These also send signals to the brain when you are hungry or full. A rapid release of serotonin can cause symptoms like nausea. Lack of serotonin feels like persistent sadness, anxiety, irritability, and fatigue. It can also lead to sleep problems, changes in appetite, and difficulty concentrating, and a reduced sense of pleasure from activities. An excess of serotonin is uncommon and creates intense mood changes such as restlessness, insomnia, or hallucinations. Excess serotonin can also cause autonomic dysfunction like diarrhea, high fever, or heavy sweating. The next happy chemical produced by the brain is one that we are using at this very minute to understand and comprehend what we are learning. Dopamine is the reward hormone that also impacts motor control and learning capabilities. This drives satisfaction and drives pleasure to continue making you seek reward by acting as a neurotransmitter in the brain. It's also crucial for controlling motor movement and helps from habits and retain memory. Dopamine is released during activities that also overlap with pain-relieving activities, again, such as sex, exercising, eating, and so forth. Repeated dopamine surges lead to automatic behavior like riding a bike. A small amount of dopamine naturally occurs in the saliva as well, and an excess of dopamine in the saliva can lead to an excessive habit of eating. Lack of dopamine can be caused by an inactive lifestyle and can lead to conditions like Parkinson's. And excess dopamine can cause anxiety, aggression, impulsivity, restlessness, and difficulty concentrating. These also lead to conditions like ADHD. Lastly, the 4th happy chemical, well known for anyone who receives a hug or holds hands or makes a connection with someone new. Oxytocin is a hormone in the pituitary gland, also known as the love hormone. This travels through the bloodstream and binds to oxytocin receptors in the body, such as the brain. This is released during physical touch and social interactions and promotes the feeling of trust, empathy, and connection. Oxytocin is supposed to lower your cortisol, also known as the stress hormone, in the body to allow these promoted feelings to exist. This chemical is critical for childbirth as it assists with contractions and is known to be a crucial chemical when it comes to a mother and a newborn. This chemical helps the bond be formed between mother and child post-birth. For the male reproduction system, it is known to assist with orgasms and sperm movement through the moment. Low oxytocin can lead to emotional difficulties like increased anxiety, stress, and trouble forming social bonds. An excess of oxytocin can lead to physical conditions, but promotes a person to seek out social interaction or cause overstimulation and irritability. With all this newfound information of these chemicals, I hope you have a better understanding of what is flowing through your brain and why you feel happy or sad. Think back to how endorphins are the natural painkiller to the body, how serotonin is the gut-happy chemical, dopamine, the reward chemical that keeps us motivated, and oxytocin, the love hormone that we feel when we hug our loved ones. This knowledge has helped me discover that I suffer from a chemical imbalance, and to enjoy life to its fullest, it's best to fight off these imbalances by introducing medicinal means to support this. May your misconceptions be resolved and your understanding deepened about the 4 happy chemicals that are flowing through your head this very minute.